mosquito that's basically going around here. Hey, welcome to the show. It's a Friday. Good night, Sri Lanka. We're coming to you on our platforms on YouTube and Facebook. This is Pornhub. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. It's back to the weekend, ladies and gentlemen. We are back, and Andy is back.
Hello, everybody.
How was your week, Andy?
Fantastic.
Clearly.
The week was very long. The week was very long, but last week was fantastic.
Yeah, for sure. But
we'll find out soon enough.
We will definitely get into all the nitty-gritties.
Dig into that. Yes,
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Getting into all the nitty-gritties of what happened in our lives. This is Gnsl. Good night, Sri Lanka. And ladies and gentlemen, I think we need to start off by saying a big thank you to each and every one of you, because we have comfortably reached our milestone of 1,000 followers. And as of today, if it can come up on the screen, I don't know if it can, it's great. We are actually standing at a successful amount of 1,180 followers.
Wow.
Give us a round of applause. And there you go.
Wow.
There you go.
How the hearts
How
are
the hearts, wow.
1,180 followers, and this is 28th show? Is it 28th show?
Is it?
28, 27?
Okay.
A
30th
show.
30 show.
30th
Not
show.
bad.
Not bad, huh?
Not bad, not bad.
Just in our 30th show, obviously walking off with 1,180 followers. We'd like to say a big thank you to each and every one of you. And right throughout the show, we will of course be talking about some really good giveaways that we have lined up right throughout this this month, I suppose, the month of March. And we're going to get into all those details on the show as we go along. All right, so we obviously have a fair amount of giveaways right throughout the month of March. And this week, ladies and gentlemen, a big thank you going out to our friends at Barista coming on the show, and they are giving away 2 5,000 rupee vouchers to one lucky follower. Yes. It's a very simple promotion, and this is what you need to do. It'll come up on the screen right now, straightforward.
It's there.
It's there.
Wow.
It's there.
So Andy, why don't you tell what we are giving away, Andy?
He told what we're giving away. I will tell you all how you all can win it.
How do you win
Very
it?
simple.
How are you going to make
How do
it?
we need
How are you
to-
gonna make it?
Okay.
You gotta follow us on our page, which is GNSL on Pornhub. Then you gotta like the post, tag us on the post, and share it on your story. Simple as that.
Yeah. Nah.
Yeah, you missed one thing, no?
You missed one thing,
You
no?
missed one. You have to tag the person you want to take and go.
Andy, Shaq, or Christian.
Not either one of us.
I didn't miss it.
Miss it. You
I was just
purposely-
waiting for it.
Waiting for it. To be
But
very
yes, of
specific
course.
about it.
But of course, do tag the person you wanna take and go for that wonderful coffee date,
Yeah.
or some yummy food that they also have.
I know. So it's collectively for 2 individuals out there. It's a 10,000 rupee voucher for 2 individuals. So thank you very much to our friends at Barista for coming on board and helping us to celebrate this milestone. It might not be big. I mean, you know,
It's big for us.
It's big for us.
Big
I
for
mean,
us. Big
1,000 followers,
for us.
right? for a show of us just doing it for the kicks,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Is
And laughing at each other
and
most
laughing
of
at
the
each
time.
other.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty big
Exactly.
deal. And
Yeah.
not that we are a bunch of influencers or anything like that. For
Nothing,
us
nothing,
nothing of that
nothing,
sort.
nothing.
And it's genuine follows. That's
yeah,
the thing.
yeah.
You know, so that's what basically we're going to get into. So thank you, Barista. We'll talk about this as we go along on the show. And next week we have somebody else who's actually going to give away some really cool stuff. And of course the week after. And this right throughout the month of March, it's giving away some good stuff right here. And we are celebrating March Madness right here on GNSL. It's Good Night Sri Lanka. On the subject of March Madness.
Yes, I have some questions for Andy.
Let's go.
On the subject of March Madness. Now I am going to tell you the name of the school and you have to tell what they are called.
Example?
Joes are called
Josephine.
Josephians.
Okay.
Peters are called
Peach, right?
Peterites.
And now tell
Then
I know where this is going.
Wagi School,
LCI.
LCItes.
Okay.
St. Bridget's,
Bridgetines.
Bridgetines. Visakha,
Vishak.
not that any of them play cricket, but I'm just asking.
just
asking. Leave aside March Madness.
He's going south very fast.
Wagi Assamese School.
I have a few.
Thomians. Sorry.
You're very bad.
Sorry.
Thomians.
Then, brother school like
Royals.
Royals. Now I'm going to Moro tour.
Don't go there. Very bad.
Now I'm going to take you with an easy one, right? St. Sebastian's.
Sebastianites.
Yes, well done.
Really?
Yes.
That's a mouthful, St. Sebastian's.
Now Prince of Wales.
I remember it as Cambodians, but they are Cambrians. No, what? What are they? What? Tell the name properly.
Cambodians.
No, what's the name? Cambrians.
Cambrians. Yeah.
I want to know, anybody who's listening, how did Prince of Wales become Cambrians, you tell me?
Yeah.
How did that happen? I got to know this from one of my staff. He had gone for a big match recently, right? They had a big match recently. And at a glance, I'm like, Cambodians. What? I looked again, Cambrians. I'm like, he didn't go to what?
He didn't go to Cambridge?
What?
Cambridge,
Nandy, on one foot, the student said, no, it's Cambrians. And I'm like, how? It's not even in the name. But yeah, I don't know, guys. Just let me know how that came about.
That's a good question.
Cambrians,
I don't know.
Probably there would have been Prince of Wales. Was there a Prince of Wales who had the name like that?
I don't know. I don't know. But please do let us know.
Did you know that there is just opposites and Prince of Wales? There's a Princess of Wales.
Princess.
Cambridgian.
Oh, that went out very fast, Kim. See now? Can't know.
I have seriously no idea.
I also don't know.
I can find out. I have a friend who went there.
Nice.
Yeah.
You and your lady friends.
As to why they're called Cambrians.
No. She wouldn't know. She wouldn't know what they are called. Princess of Wales.
What they are called as.
Yes,
Okay, cool.
I mean, I come to think of it, we got a fair amount of schools in Sri Lanka.
Yeah.
Fair amount of schools.
Richmond, you know where Richmond is?
Candy.
No.
Goal.
Yeah.
Go.
So what are students from Richmond called?
Rich men.
No.
What are they called? I don't know.
Richmondites.
Really?
Yeah.
But see, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
no?
okay.
Richmondites. Cambrians.
St. Aloysius? Where is St. Aloysius?
Elosians. No.
It's Aloysites, I think.
Aloysites.
I must not
Elosians.
Okay, let's go close by with you. Dimasanad. Yeah? You have to know. Wag area එකනේ. අනිත් පැත්තේ නේ.
ඒක අලවදකට
තියෙන්නේ. නෑ. කඳානේ.
ඒක මගේ area.
හරි පැත්තේ
I don't know.
Macedonians.
Is it?
Yeah, Macedonians.
Really?
Yeah, Macedonians.
Wow.
DS
Senanakians. Right? Let's go to Kandy now. Right?
Hillwood.
Hillwood, I think is.
Hillwood. Girls, right?
Girls'
Yeah.
school.
Girls.
Yeah.
Hillwood. No idea. Hillwoodians.
Well, okay, here's something though. In Kandy, what about girls' high school?
Girlies. Girls' high school. I don't. Wow.
Somebody who goes to girls' high school.
Yeah.
I am a what?
Yeah.
High schoolian. I don't know. I don't know.
Then there is
Hamad knows something. He'll let us know eventually.
Good Shepherd is
Shepherdians.
Shepherdians.
Yeah.
Right? Then what are the other?
So Museites.
Museites.
Right.
Then අපි Kandy බරමු එතකොට Trinity.
Trinitians.
Trinity.
ඒ ටික හරි. Those
So
are the
Kingswoodians.
Kingswoodians.
Yeah, right.
Kingswoodians. Sounds like Woody Woodpecker. Kingswoodians. Okay.
Dharmaraja?
Dharmarajians.
No. I don't
sorry.
think so.
Probably, no? Probably
Dharmarites?
Dharmaraji.
It's crazy, man.
Let's go on. I mean, we'll have a lot of people commenting on this. Things that we are mocking up.
So Wesleyite, those are the
so,
easy ones.
yeah.
Carryites.
Leave it there. Don't guess another one. Please. Carians.
Sorry, what?
What? No.
Carryites.
Carryites. Probably. That makes sense.
Probably.
Carryites.
කොහොමද කෑ ගැහුවා බස් එකෙන්? Okay. My goodness. You know what? This list is going to be endless.
Yeah, it is going to be
Exhaustive
endless.
list is going to be.
But
I mean, one thing is that now, imagine now when we go after JOE is just 4 words, no?
what?
Joes, no?
Yeah.
Joes.
JOES, ne?
Yeah.
Right? Now, imagine DSL Nayaka, give me a D, give me a S.
එතකොට පොඩ්ඩක් ස්පෙලිං E එකක් තියෙනවා මචං එතන E එකක් තියෙනවා sorry N නෑ N එකට පස්සේ තව E එකක් තියෙනවා
Imagine Prince of Wales. Give me a P.
නෑ Prince Cambodia
නෑ Prince of Wales කියන්නේ Cambodians කියලා කෑ ගහන්නේ.
You're going to shout Prince of Wales.
Oh,
හදිතාන
give me a P, give me a R.
This is a joke that we were actually playing with Hamad, right? For Isipatana, right? By the time you end up with T, Hatidana, I can't much.
නෑ ඒකේ පතන විතරයිනේ. ඉසි නෑ පතන විතරයි.
Patana Vitharai.
A T H A N A N A.
Right, okay.
හරිනේ Hamad.
No.
හරිනේ පතන.
ඉසි පතන කියනවලු
That means few hours later.
That means the Pathanians know their spellings.
Don't take personal.
Yeah.
හිතන්න නම් ටික එකතු වෙලා අපිට.
අර තණ්ඩ තයිසුස් මං ඒකව නෙවෙයි කිව්වා නේද? දැන් ගහන ඉස්සර ගැව්වේ.
Anyway,
Alright.
March Madness, of course, all the big matches are on. There are certain big matches that finished, and there are certain big matches that are still coming up in the next couple of weeks. Also, Andy was at one of the biggest of the big matches, the Roy-Tho, which happened last week. Hence, Andy was not found on the show.
Was not functioning.
Was not functioning. Andy was not functioning. But
Was not functioning for a few hours.
you met a couple of people on the at the big match.
It was awesome. I mean, thank you guys. It was the most sweetest moment ever where people come up and say, "Are you Andy?" Yes. And I'm thinking, next point is, he dated that bugger, no? I'm like, no, didn't really date. He would have dated me. I didn't date him. I was having this whole thing and saying, I love your show. And I'm like, "Ayyo, so awesome." So it was awesome. It was just awesome. And there was so much of love. I also have 2 visiting cards in my handbag, which I may have promised some gentleman to call back to get them on the show. I'll get to you all soon. I've not forgotten the bag and the cards are there.
So we got Andy obviously got a couple of people on camera, and do we have those videos that we can actually play up on the screen right now?
Take it now, sing from there. So
All
there
right.
we are, my goodness, Andy in full swing, Amma, Sindhu, Kiyagana. What is that little move you make like? Naya going, what is that move?
I could also be like a part of an advertisement for Carlsberg.
Yeah, exactly. My goodness. So amazing.
Yeah, that
you
was
seem
great.
to have had a good time. Huh?
I had a very good time. Didn't
So
know.
what's the tent you had?
Turf. I was at Turf.
Turf,
I had no clue who was betting first because I'm short. No, can't see.
No, Andy, you're not the only one who had no clue. I think 75% of everybody who was at the Roy-Tho usually have no clue. What they know mostly is who won the toss. That's
and
at the
who,
big.
who's
And
betting, who won?
Who won the
batting,
toss?
who's fielding?
Who's
Yeah,
batting,
and then everybody starts getting involved in the match in the latter part of day 3 when they know that someone can win.
Yeah,
And
the
that's how it
winning
was.
point.
The winning point. So basically, this time St.
Day
Thomas
1 was just like, oh hello, Machanga. After a long time, you came from
So
Canada.
bite එක දාගෙන එනකොට ඒ මචං මැච් එක ඉවරයි. කවුද දින්නේ? කවුද දින්නේ? තෝර දින්න? තෝර දින්න? අඩෝ අපේ උන් ඩික්ලෙයාර් කරලා දින්න. අයියෝ.
So yeah, so
What a
fun things like
disaster.
that.
But it was a good match though. It was a really good
good,
match.
yeah.
Congratulations to both the teams. And you must congratulate Royal for a very, very sporty declaration. Right? And it obviously it's split. That decision of declaring is actually split. But the majority of them, of course, claim that it's a very sporty declaration because clearly you declare with the anticipation of the fact that hopefully St. Thomas's wouldn't go after the score, and hopefully that you can actually you have a pretty good bowling attack that you can take X number of wickets. But the way that St. Thomas's actually came out in that second innings, chasing that score down, right, was phenomenal. It was really, really phenomenal, and I think it's really a good testament for school cricket because over and over again, every year. Right, matches always end in a draw. You know. So now, because of the fact that you've got Joe Pete is also going to go
Next
as far
week,
as 3 days is concerned. Jopit is the beginning of April. Right?
Okay.
So Jopit is also 3 days, and then Anand and Nalanda was also basically on for 3 days. Roy-Tho, of course, has always been for 3 days. But it's great, and I think this is also really good in terms of school cricket. It's always good.
Coming back to Royal, I think now they should all these other schools now, each school has their special slogans now.
Right.
Right? I think the other schools must stop copying it.
Why?
It's very nice. It's very not nice. Now, from the time I don't know whether I'm correct or not. Now, the one that they go and chant in schools, right? Everywhere we go, people used to ask us, where do we come from? We are from Royal, sexy Royal. I don't know about the sexy part.
ඉස්සර නම් sexy කිව්වේ නෑ මේ දැන් ළඟදී තමයි 2005 කිව්වේ නෑ
මම ඊයේ පෙරේද අහගෙන වෙන ඉස්කෝලත් ඒකම කරනවා.
So that's a normal chant.
එහෙම බෑනේ බෑ. ඒක that is
sports meetings we should try
that should be royalty given to Royal. අපේ තියෙන ඔය වගේ ඒවා. හරිද? අපේ තියෙනවා දැන් ඔක දෙපිලකට බෙදෙනවා ඔක. හරි? So number 1 is ගෙදර හුණා කිව්වේ නැද්ද? හරිද? අනිත් කට්ටිය කියනවා පරදින බව දන්නේ නැද්ද? හරිද? බම්බල පිටියේ කිරිපණුව. කෙත්තාරාමේ හරි ඕවල් එකේ දඟලනවා. හරිද? ගිය පාරක් දුන්නා බැටේ. මේ පාරක් දෙනවා බැටේ. හැම පාරම දෙනවා බැටේ.
දෙපැත්තම කියනවා.
ඇර මැද පොල්ලට ඇර. හරිද? අනිත් ෆීල් කරනවා නම් 6 එකක් ඇර. හරිද? කියලා තමයි ඕක ඔය chant එක දිගටම යනවා ඕක. But now the problem is this new generation doesn't know this.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to learn all of that either.
Right,
It's
so
a
now-
long
I think the chances they'll be doing TikTok videos. TikTok videos on the chants.
ඕවා දන්නේ නැති අපි ඔය පරණ සෙට් එක ගිහිල්ලා ඕක කරාම පොඩි උණියන්
What are those uncles saying?
I didn't see that on social
I
media.
really
No.
What sort of song is this?
මොකක්ද කියලා. ඉතින් ඔහොම once we tried this at one of my friends, we went for a swimming meet. හරිද? Swimming meet එකට ගිහිල්ලා Pete Wrights and I mean nothing personal, right? Ananda was second place, Josephians as always was winning.
My God.
How that
We have
smoothly
been winning for 26 years now. So that
that means y'all can swim.
We can swim.
very
Right?
Right next to Bere. What do you expect?
What do you expect?
You have to know.
ඉතින් ඕක අපි ගිහිල්ලා කිව්වා. හරිද?
This chant.
This chant, right? Then true in a sense, there were so many other schools, no, but we were St. Peter's එකත් උතන්ට ආවා, බම්බල පිටි කිරිපණුව එකත් ආවා. හරි? So they had taken it very personally.
Who the St. Peter's?
St. Peter's. හරිද? අපේ ටීචර්ට ටීචින් චාර්ජ් එක කම්ප්ලේන් කරලා ඇයි එහෙම කිව්වේ අපේ ළමයි අඬලා. I mean it has been happening for the last decade or so.
Yeah,
More than that,
Yeah.
right? This is the spirit of the game.
Right.
ඉතින් ඒකට අප්සෙට් ගියා කියලා ඉතින් මට ඊළඟ දවසේ කියනවා ක්‍රිෂාන්ත මේ අන්න කම්ප්ලේන් ෆාදර් ඔක්කොමල්ලගෙන් මෙහෙම කිව්වා ඒව නම් කියන්නේ මම කිව්වා ටීචර් this has been happening, this is what we call the brotherhood of the entire idea of this, right? ඇයි එහෙම කියලා නෑ. ඉතින් ඒක අඩුම ගානේ ටීචර්ලවත් ඔය chant එක අහලා නෑ කියන්නේ. Right? They also don't know this. These have been things that been happening for the last, this is our tradition, this is what we are.
That's true. I think every school has it. No?
Exactly.
Every school has it.
Exactly.
So Wesley has an interesting, I don't remember for the life of me, but
Yeah,
but
they
have
do. Oh my God, yes,
What is
they
that,
do. They
Zam Zake, Zam something, and I'm like,
Feroz used to do that.
something, and that sounds a little unusual.
Yeah.
So it kind of gives a little different vibe, and suddenly out of the blue, oh, na match cricket or raga, there's Zam Zake in, and I'm like, good, very good.
අපේ උන් දැන් දන්නේ හැම
උසිකපුඩා something.
අපේ ඕවා දන්නේ නැහනේ. අපේ දැන් ඉන්න සෙට් එක දන්නේ ගිලි බා ඌ ආ. I mean, these buggers trying to be the New Zealand.
What is this?
ගිලි බා ඌ ආ. I mean, come on.
අර පොඩි කාලේ ගිනි බෝලේ කරලා ඌ ආ is when they fell down.
And then give me a joke, give me a what you I mean, it's our responsibility to go and teach these things to the younger generation.
No, that's true. The tradition has to continue.
Yeah.
මේක ලියලා දෙන්න වෙනවා because just hold on
No,
ඌනා කිව්වා
නෑ ඒක නියමට උනා කියන්නේ ඕක අපි plan කරද්දී now the swimming group has a WhatsApp group no මේක සිංහලෙන් එකෙක් type කරලා කොල්ලෝ ටික ඔක්කොටම යවුවා. So the entire stadium, the outdoor pool arena was like everybody like what the hell is going on?
Everyone knew.
Right? Anit iskole okkoma balagana, right? I mean, it was so much fun.
But good time, somebody wrote it.
Oh,
Take copies next time.
නැත්තම් දන්නේ නැහැ ගෙදර හිුණා චිච්චික් ගාව.
Anyway, as always, good fun. It's big matches, and it's right throughout the month of March. And of course, you've got spilling over the month of April, just before Aurudhu comes around. Time for us to move on with the show. It's Good Night Sri Lanka. Don't forget, again, like to remind you, you have to basically see if you want to win yourself 2 5,000 rupee vouchers courtesy of Barista. Follow Gnsl on PodHub. Like the post. Tag a friend you want to take along to Barista. Share the post on your story and tag Gnsl on PodHub. And next week, we will decide on who the lucky winner is on the show, and you win yourself 2 5,000 rupee vouchers courtesy of our friends at Barista. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. Time for us to move into our first segment, the only segment we have, really.
It's the only one.
Actually, that's not true. We have the game night also, right?
But the main one is...
Yeah. Lanka last week. Let's go for it. Okay, time for us to get into Lanka last week to find out all the big stories that we think are big enough that
Big
appear
to us.
big to us
There you go.
appear on our show, so we shall have them. Let's have the first story on the show right now. Lanka last week. NPP names Roy-Tho Balthazar as Colombo mayoral candidate.
Andy වගේමයි අප්පා.
Come on, our side. Here for the Balthazars.
Andy මේ
Yeah.
මොනවාද මේ ආදායම් පොදු හිම මොනවා හරි කරගන්න පුළුවන්.
Oh, පොඩ්ඩක් ඉන්න අපේ සිස්ටර් යයිද දන්නේ.
So,
ඊයෝ
yeah.
අපි පොඩ්ඩක් බලමු.
ලයිසන් එකක් ගන්න එහෙම මොනවා හරි නේ.
Oh.
වඩි මේ අර වඩේ අංකල්ට ලයිසන් එකක් කරන් දෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඔයාට කියලා.
The Vade uncle.
Vade
Vade
uncle.
uncle. This has gone crazy. We'll talk about the Vade uncle later on.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Rai, of course, she was very close in terms of actually getting a seat in the parliament during the general election.
yes.
And I think she missed out on just a couple of
Wee bit.
thousand votes. And but she's been nominated for the mayoral candidate of Colombo. Now, if I am to ask the both of you in terms of what is like the pressing problem in Colombo, obviously she is going to basically she's going to contest for the Colombo Municipal Council now. Is it what do you think is like top priority as far as the city is concerned? Is it like the traffic? Is it the public transport system, or is it cleanliness? What do you think, Christian? In general, what do you think? I mean,
වෙන ප්‍රශ්නයක්.
those are the things that obviously the mayor will need to
යන්නේ
look
වරි
at.
පණන් කේස් තමයිනේ.
Huh?
වරි පණන් තමයිනේ ඉතින් ගෙවන්න යන්නේ.
Yeah. So,
ගෙවන්න ගිහලා කවුන්ටර් පහකට විතර යන්න ඕනේ.
but now
That's a
I
different-
think
yeah,
now it's
streamlined
better,
now.
no?
Better, much
It's
better,
better,
much better.
yeah.
Much better.
I think the public transports could be much better now.
Yeah,
To a
yeah,
certain degree. As in, at least to be timely.
yeah.
At least, come on time.
and discipline.
Higher. Yeah.
And discipline.
Yes.
Discipline, yes.
Probably. And then,
Yeah.
but I'm sure there are bigger problems out there that we're not aware of.
I mean, there are certainly
Sure.
bigger problems out there at the end of the day, but I
Yeah.
mean, problems that actually face the majority of the Colombians, so to say, the Colombians, Andy.
Colombian.
Colombian.
The Colombians
Yeah.
is really the
What do
public.
you think? What?
I think it's the public transport system,
Transport,
right? Because obviously that I think is sort of connected
Yeah.
because of the traffic situation. Clearly, the
Yeah.
traffic situation will go down
Yeah,
drastically
yeah.
if we have a really good public transport
Yeah.
system out
I think
there.
cleanliness, of course, අතු ගන්න වැඩ ඔක්කොම කරනවා නේ නගර සභාවට
That happens.
garbage disposal,
Not a
everything under
problem as
control.
such,
Yeah, yeah,
per se.
yeah.
The public transport, because I mean, I have to use it, no?
Yeah.
It'd be nice to get into a bus on time without waiting for the...
දැන් හැබැයි කෝච්චි නම් I think they are planning to import some more lots more engines, and they are going to
really?
make more
Carriages and all that stuff.
carriages and all that.
What is the most popular public transport system in Sri Lanka?
Train, no?
I think train.
Train, no?
I think.
Train.
Because it's fast, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In 20 minutes, you go from
Yeah,
Fort
yeah.
all the way to Mount or wherever.
And the thing is, of course, far more people can actually get into a train than in a bus.
Yeah.
And
you can hang somewhere even and go.
that is true. And I suppose it's not also as tiring as basically getting
Yeah,
into a
because
bus.
the
no?
commute is less.
Yeah.
Because I have a friend that goes from Fort just to Mount or something in 15-20 minutes stops. Like
Yeah.
on a but the thing have to go Tani Kakule.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so
That's
that
true.
kind of thing.
ඉන්ද්‍රසිරි නම් හරි.
Yeah, Indrasiri thing. Yeah, nani from Colombo to Mount Lamina go then Indrasiri.
ඉන්ද්‍රසිරි ඇති නේ
Nah.
නෑ මොරටුව ගල් ඇතිද බම්බල පිටිය සීමිත නැවතුම් තියෙනවා බම්බල පිටිය දෙහිවල ගල් කිස්ස ඒව තියෙනවා
But so the most popular transport system in Sri Lanka, we feel, is
you know
actually
the Indrasiri story, no?
The train. We'll get into the story. Let's get into the next one right here on Lanka last week. What do we have? Sri Lanka among countries with the lowest terror threats in the world. This is a huge thing, as a matter of fact. I
After
think
the longest time.
Yeah, I know.
also.
Considering the fact that we actually made headlines.
And all the good things that these tourists are talking about Sri Lanka. I saw one yesterday. This foreigner is telling, you all guys should be proud as Sri Lankans. Because, you all are so warm, so welcoming and stuff like that. And some are crying going back. It's our people actually should be congratulated for that. The hospitality. Then I saw this one lady who had gone and asked for some food, right? And they had nothing to sell there, but they have shared the lunch or something with this tourist, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
And these are the type of people that we have.
Honestly speaking, Christian, I don't think we seem to realize the amount of warmth that there is in Sri Lanka, right? In some other countries, the amount of warmth is actually shown to tourists coming down to their countries. But Sri Lankans actually show the same amount of warmth to Sri Lankans also at the same time, wherever you are. Because I remember many years ago, we were actually driving down from a trip, family, about 4 vehicles of ours, and it was actually on Aurudhu Day, right? And we had to stop for something. And I think we had to stop for lunch or whatever, where we had lunch with us, right? And we just stopped on the side of the road, and all of us basically took our little parcels out, and we just wanted to get some water from a house close by. And they were more than happy to obviously oblige us with water. And they invited us into their courtyard to basically have lunch there. And once lunch was over, they came up with a tray of fruits.
What?
Exactly.
That's lovely.
I mean, it was on Aurudhu Day, right? And they came up with a plate of fruits of watermelon, banana, mango, everything cut, sliced. We don't know them from Adam.
It's lovely, right?
But this is Sri Lanka. It is Sri Lanka, right? And it basically is the amount of warmth that is shown by Sri Lankans. But now, unfortunately, what is happening, right? We see these stories coming up all over, is the fact that Sri Lankans are not allowed into Sri Lankan restaurants down south.
That is crazy.
I kind of heard that on TikTok actually.
No, it's actually going
somewhere
around.
in Gaul. There's this,
Down south.
inside the port.
Exactly. Down south, Gaul, Mirissa, these areas, Sri Lankan run establishments basically have boards outside that says, not Sri Lankans not allowed. I mean, that is ridiculous. That is crazy.
Absolutely.
And honestly speaking, I also don't know what the tourism ministry is taking action about these things, because these individuals actually survived because of Sri Lankans during COVID, right? When during COVID, during the Easter attacks, when no one decided to come down, we traveled. We traveled, right? It was internal tourists, and they are the ones who actually kept this,
the system running.
Right? I mean, if we also decided not to go, they would be closed and gone a long time ago. But but I also understand sometimes maybe where they're coming from, because certain Sri Lankans unfortunately create havoc and problems inside these restaurants and cafes where other foreigners are there. But you can't generalize.
And have like a bad impression and all of that.
Yeah.
But not everybody is like that.
Exactly. I mean, you have to, I think the first guest should be individuals from your country. Right? They should be basically the ones who should be allowed to walk in. And if you have a board that says no Sri Lankans, being a Sri Lankan establishment on Sri Lankan soil, bloody hell, close your shop down.
Absolutely.
It's stupid.
Today I saw one blogger, most of his followers have told him to, in Mirissa, to have Vidyappa. ඉතින් මිනිහා කඩේකට ගිහලා පරිප්පු ඉදියාප්ප කරලා අනේ හැන්දෙන් ගෑරපුවෙන් කනවා සුද්දා පව්.
Oh, yeah,
done I don't know any of his followers didn't ask him to use your hand and mix it. අර පරිප්පු දාගෙන පරිප්පු එකට මෙහෙම පොල් සම්බෝල කන්දක් දාගෙන And then, oh my God, it's so fantastic.
And and something else that's really catching on right now, I saw this today, right? So right next to my house is a hostel, right? And it is buzzing. On a daily basis, it's buzzing for short stay, backpackers, tourists who come down
Airbnb.
every single day, right? So today, there was a tuk that actually came, and this guy got down from the tuk, and a foreigner got in, right? As in, he took over the tuk.
Yeah. They
Right?
rent, no.
Yeah.
I've seen so many
And
He's
foreigners.
the tuk driver.
He's a tuk driver.
So
there-
many foreigners, they do that.
Exactly.
Rent the three wheels.
And then
And
go
they-
around.
they
And they
drive
go
around.
around.
Yeah.
And they go around. So the guy came down. He obviously had a clipboard with a form and all that stuff. He had to sign.
So he or she's renting
He's
the
renting the tuk. The
yeah,
guy came down. So I just basically, and then I happened to ask the guy who was renting the tuk. So they are from a company, and I think there are quite a few companies that actually do that.
Down south, if you go to Goal පැත්තට bicycle පායක් තිබ්බනම් සල්ලි.
That's true.
ඒක හරි, but I not heard of a tuk.
No,
No,
there is
but
big
It's
way.
it's
big
really
way.
it's
Yeah,
re-
it's big.
it's very popular.
Yeah.
It's very popular, and it's very cheap to get around.
And you can put a few friends aside and go.
You
around.
can. I mean, maximum 4 people can actually go around Sri Lanka in a tuk if you want to.
Exactly.
Right?
Everything about
I
it.
just
Very
hope and pray it
innovative
doesn't
idea.
break down, right? But still, there are people who will come on over and help you out, even if anything happens. So in that way, right?
How innovative are we?
No, honestly speaking, in that way, we really are warm.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
we will. You see, we will go out and help anybody out there, even if you stop on the side of the road and ask a Sri Lankan, Uncle, මෙතන කොහොමද යන්නේ කොහරද යන්නේ කොහොමද
Yeah,
යන්නේ?
Yeah,
They
they
you know,
will stop
they will
and they
tell
will
you.
tell you.
And
My
there,
goodness.
and sometimes there have been there have been times also where they'll say, "මාත් මම ඒ පැත්තට තමයි යන්නේ."
Yeah,
yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying,
yeah.
right?
I
You
mean,
don't get
long-
this in any other country.
Yeah, long before Google Maps came into the scene, ඔය පාරින් අංකල්ලා තමයි අපේ maps.
Yes.
අර පොඩි කඩවල්.
ඔව් පොඩි
Oh.
කඩවල්.
And the funny thing is, you know, the moment the guy is BSing you, you know also. You know, you just figure it out that, I mean, you do get, you know, 1 in about 100 or whatever who basically try to pull your leg, right? So, ඉස්සරහට ගිහිල්ලා වමට හරවන්න, එතකොට ඔතන බෝ ගහක් තියෙනවා, බෝ ගහක් තියෙනවා, බහුව ගහන ආයෙත් ඔතන මේ රවමක් දාලා මේ පැත්තට දෙලා, shut up, right? Please.
Stop it.
Right? Stop it now.
When I was in the bank, we used to do that to annoy people. Then say we are going this way. So but where we are supposed to go is also that way. කාගේ හරි නවත්තලා බොරුවට අහනවා. හරි? අහලා ඉවරලා මේ මල්ලි යන්න. ඔස ඔහොම කෙලින්ම ගියාම නෑනේ ෂුවර්ද ඔයාට? හරි? නෑ අපි මේ ගමේ කෙනෙක්ද? ඔව් ඔයාට ෂුවර්ද? නෑ මෙහෙම යන්න ඕනේ ඒ පැත්තට නෙමෙයි. නෑ අපිට කිව්වේ මේ පැත්ත. දැන් මේ පැත්ත හරවගෙන යනවා දැන්. අරු පිස්සෙද්ද කොහෙද?
අයියෝ.
Just to annoy, what is it?
Anyway, that's the country that we live in. Let's move on to the next one on the show. Ex-IGP Deshabandhu files petition seeking to prevent his arrest. Now,
He's missing, right?
This is a story that is taking over world headlines because the police is actually asking the public to find the policeman, right? The ex-boss.
Yes. Bosco.
අදකෙත් දාලා තියෙනවා හොයලා දෙන්න කාට දේශබන්දු පට්ටම දෙනවා.
Basically, finding Bosco, man. Bosco.
I mean, where?
Only in Sri Lanka.
Only in Sri Lanka. Only in Sri Lanka.
Now tell me frankly, I'm asking you because I don't know. Is that his name or is that his title?
Deshabandhu is the title, no man.
Deshabandhu is a title, I know that. But is it his title or is it actually his name?
Title.
Title, sure.
I am presuming.
I'm hoping that he's not Deshabandhu.
I am presuming.
It could be a name.
Could be a name.
Could be a name also.
Could it be a name?
It could be. Deshabandhu.
Here? No, can't. No, I thought it was all this time a title.
It is a title. Deshabandhu, Deshamanya, Deshabhimani. ඔය ඔක්කොම titles තමයි.
But he can't be Deshabandhu, no?
No,
That's also true. Yeah,
So whether it's his real name, his name is Deshabandhu Tennako, no, it's the title.
He can't be Deshabandhu.
Deshabandhu ABCD Tennako වෙන්න
yeah, we don't know, but we are not necessarily focusing on the name right now. We are just focusing
The
on
man's
him.
not there.
We are just focusing on him.
And we're trying to find it.
He is missing. He is missing, and that lady is also missing. තාම.
Yeah, ladies also missing.
Ladies also missing.
That's been about a month now. Obviously, the story is the fact that the police is asking the public
To help.
to find their boss. the ex-boss.
Hilarious.
This is something that is actually taking foreign headlines.
I mean, how can you hide in an island?
Well, he's doing it
Well,
quite
he-
well.
I mean, quite well.
He's
no,
doing
I
it
mean,
quite well.
Super,
He's
no?
doing it quite
Even
well.
the public can't find it.
Find him.
Nobody can find him. Even the cops can't find him.
And I
Who are
mean,
supposed to find people?
I'm leave him aside. He must be having connections. No, this other woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, hang in there.
Oh, නිකන් මස්සේ change the hair color now. then put නිකන් job එකක් නැති
What
කොහෙද.
we could not done.
අන්න ඔව්.
Huh?
ඔව්.
What we could
ඔව්
not done.
කියන්න බෑ.
Anyway, next story on the show. Excise to introduce budget liquor to counter Kasippu. 180 milliliter bottle with 25% alcohol volume priced below 600 rupees, including taxes.
25% Madine Andy.
What is this? Like Kasipu? What was that whole sentence?
You're lost now.
Yes, I saw Kasipu and I'm like, okay. Okay.
Budget liquor.
Oh, now how is the liver going to take it? Is it also going to be budgeted? The liver function?
25 වාගහනේ 41යි නේ සාමාන්‍යයෙන්.
අපි ගොඩක් ගන්නවා. අපි and above.
41යි and above.
And above.
මේක 25ක් කියන්නේ වාට
නෑ. අපි ගන්න ඒවා.
ඒ කියන්නේ CEO 50ක් විතර ගහන්න.
You go according to age limit, no? Percentage according to age limit.
Oh.
Every year the big match it goes from 46, 47, 48.
Then the 25% is right. I think I should be drinking that.
The 25%.
Age limit now?
25.
I think this is mainly to basically crack down on the illegal liquor business, which is booming.
But I hope it's good. I don't know.
No, because clearly
you
with
pointed out very good question. How is it going to take on the liver?
yeah.
I mean, not that the other alcohols are doing great on the liver, but this is a little,
Yeah, cheap things no good.
Come on, let's see.
Wow, you'll be the first to
Try it out.
Try it out. And
I'm thinking about age apparently. No, so I won't be in this category.
Then you should be having 18 years.
Oh wow!
I can't not in here now.
Double distill 18.
18 years can get වතුර බොනවා වගේ.
නෑ ඒම හොඳයි. Luckily it was 18 and not 69.
Oh! VAT. All right, next one on the show. Sweet surge in growth for local confectionaries.
I have a question. What school wrote it? Is it ladies' college or is it Pasana? Now, if the LCI wrote it, I need to have a parent-teachers conversation with that LCI's mother and family.
Which one of them did that?
Who doesn't know spell check? LCI is behind the camera. Sister, you're ruining the name of the school, sister.
Pau, yeah,
He pointed.
So there's a sweet surge in Sri Lanka.
I don't know when this is serious.
So that means people are actually buying more sweets.
Yeah.
That's not great, no?
That is not great.
Are they
Yes.
high on that? I don't
No,
know.
but that is also, I mean, because of, I don't know. I mean, there's a
දැන්
milk.
මේ දවස්වල ගෙදර ස්වීට්ස් මුකුත් නැහැ. මාර ප්‍රශ්නයක් මේක අපිට. Now today my daughter is saying තාත්තා ඉදි මොනවාරි අරන් එන්න.
Eat a date.
Eat a date.
Eat a date.
Eat a date.
Isn't it yummy?
It's brilliant and it's very healthy also.
Healthy sweet. Eat a date. But eat about 2 days. You put it. Ekak madina tika.
No, but does that mean that the economy is actually looking up? Because if people are surging on sweets,
But then why? That's weird, right? All
I
of a
don't
sudden.
know. I mean, this
But there's a lot of foreign sweets also that are coming in, like that Dubai, that
the Dubai chocolate.
the one
Yeah,
that what
the
the Dubai.
pistachio.
Yeah, have you had it though? Have you had
No, I
it?
did not have it.
It's supposed to be ridiculously expensive, like
Expensive,
5,000 or
And,
6,000.
and apparently
dirhams.
very yummy.
Right.
But so those chocolates are here. So I think there's a lot of foreign chocolates also come. So probably also because the variety is more now.
Yeah, and there is, and of course during fasting is also there's a surge of sweets. You've got lots of
fasting?
I don't know about the, I don't
those little Bombay sweets.
Bombay sweets.
Ah, okay.
Ridiculous.
But
I mean,
after fasting?
more people actually buy sweets during this period also.
But why is that?
For the hell of it, and to eat it.
No, hurry. But why in this period? Is what I'm saying. Because
It's just
Yeah,
this
probably.
is buy it.
right. Okay.
But I don't. Cravings. Yeah, there you go, cravings.
Right.
The more-
I thought may something
And the thing
religious
is-
connected to it or
No,
something.
and the thing is, more people actually buy more food during that month that you're not supposed to be
supposed to
eating food. That's the funny
But,
thing.
but out of jokes, I don't know about sweets, but when it comes to biscuits in this country,
Biscuits.
biscuits,
Right.
right? They have done a research. Do you know, Andy, that the sale of biscuits in this country is the highest?
Biscuits, huh?
Biscuits. You know why?
No,
Do you know why? Because that's the cheapest that some families can afford.
That's true.
maybe.
Right?
Oh,
ගෙදර ළමයින්ට දෙන්න
oh.
හරි nice බිස්කට්
මාළි
එකක්
බිස්කට් එකක්
මාළි
හරි
බිස්කට් එකක් දෙනවා මොකද ව්‍යංජන වන්නේ බත් නැහැ බඩගින්නට ඒක දීලා එදා වේලා යන කට්ටිය ඉන්නවා.
And do you also know one of the things that they obviously, especially in rural areas, when you do go visit, right? It's either you take a cake or more often than not biscuits.
The biscuit tin.
The biscuit tin or biscuit packets or
Or
whatever.
even ice cream.
That's right. Yeah. So
Our
I
family,
mean,
our house, anybody comes in, brings the ice cream box.
ice cream.
Honey, I don't know. And sometimes about 3 ice cream boxes. I'm like,
Who has ice cream at your house?
Dad, mostly.
Dad. Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Sweet
and
tooth.
And then suddenly, after like once in 6 months, I get a ugly craving. Then take the box and eat.
Oh God. In 6 months, huh?
No, because I try not to because it's very addictive and I love ice
Yeah,
cream.
yeah,
so
yeah.
ඉවරයක් නැහැ
ඒක යන්නේ. Especially when you eat it from the box. Endless. No? So yeah, cool.
All right,
Up
next one on the show. What do we have? Vaping is illegal in Sri Lanka.
But that's going to be like a lot of people having issues of. Because
See,
everybody
That is
vapes
also
now.
at this pork
Pork නෙමෙයි කෝප්.
කෝප් එකේ මිනිස්සු හර්ෂහනකම් දන්නේ දන්නෙත් නැහැ illegal ද නැද්ද කියලා.
So supposedly it's illegal.
Okay.
And supposedly it's not good for your health.
Yeah, it's supposedly
well.
not good
Yeah.
for your
Yeah,
health.
yeah.
It
But a
is
lot of
illegal.
people vape. It's like a
Yeah,
thing.
And the thing is,
a
according to the rules,
Yeah.
you can be arrested.
Yeah.
Yes.
ඒකට පාරේ යන්න බෑ ඒකත්
That
එක්ක.
is but obviously no one has arrested anybody as yet because not many people were 100% sure if you can do it or not.
But now-
right? But now, I don't know what, I still don't know.
Okay,
I still don't know. But this was actually raised at the COPE committee that vaping is actually illegal and not many people know about it. So I don't know if you are an individual out there who's actually, I know lots of people who vape.
Yeah.
Lots of people.
Everybody vapes now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Lots of
and
people.
with all sorts of flavors and it's yummy also.
But I'm
Strawberries
just
or
finding it
raspberries or
difficult.
whatever
No, but I'm
you
just
feel.
finding it difficult to understand how vaping is illegal and smoking is legal.
Maybe.
Which is worse.
I'm
Yeah, I
trying
mean,
to find an excuse here, but I
Question
don't
is,
think I can.
who's controlling who?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Anyway, let's stop there
So,
and
so
move on.
you all keep smoking. No worry.
Thank you.
Done,
Thanks,
done,
Andy.
done.
We're waiting for your
I know,
permission.
there you go.
Yeah.
Approved.
All right, next one on the show. Sri Lanka named world's most family-friendly country for 2025.
Aww.
This is another
That's
really,
amazing.
really good thing.
Yeah.
Family friendly.
I know. I mean, the thing is this right now. This, of course, can actually, help. Will it help? Individuals coming down to Sri Lanka and settle down, because if you look at the migration policies and migration system that actually works, one of the things that you look forward to is, how is it going to be for my family?
Yeah.
How is the children's education going to be?
Yeah.
Right? What are the threats in that country? So one country that always ends up ticking all the right boxes to be one of the most peaceful countries in the world with a good education system, great for families, is New Zealand.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right? Is
They're
New
very
Zealand.
peaceful country.
Very peaceful.
yeah.
There are more sheep in New Zealand than people.
People.
Right?
More cows. Kepahara.
Yeah. Or cows. right?
My
Either
dress
way.
came from there. No?
Yeah, you just came from there.
So I mean, that's something
Yeah.
that that they actually tick all the right boxes. And so happy that now Sri Lanka is actually considered as the most family-friendly country in the world, right? This could, right? I mean, if
Could be the influx of many burgers to come in the future.
burgers,
Burgers now වැඩක් නෑ එන්නේ මේ නෝ.
burgers are ready to get out.
No,
No, no,
who are they? They're not many alive to get out. They're already out.
තමන්නේ සුද්ද ටිකක් හරි ලංකාවට ඇවිල්ලා මෙහෙ පදිංචි වුණොත්
But
නේ.
could this
Yeah.
actually attract more families to come down to Sri Lanka from the different parts of the world?
I think, okay, so I am near the Havelock City where the Mireka Towers is. So one day I kind of clock in quite early, so around 6:30. Suddenly I got down from to Mireka Towers and I looked around. It was just like Dubai. It kind of gave me a Dubai vibe at one point. All the Chinese, they're like staff. I think they're staff or they look like they're families. They're like having the coffee and cigarette outside. They're having that whole, and I got and looked at the borders a bit. I was not sure. It looked like a completely different country.
Can
in that
somebody
place.
come and apply for PR here?
I don't know. I don't know if that's I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I mean, look, ideally
Must be, no, I'm
the
thinking.
government should actually take advantage of this.
Or of all this.
And open it out,
Yeah.
and open it out for
Yeah.
individuals to come over to Sri Lanka
Yeah.
and decide to migrate to Sri Lanka if you want to,
Yeah.
right? Now, just because you migrate to another country doesn't mean you automatically get citizenship in that country. No, it's a long process, right? You know that half of Colombo is actually in Melbourne right now.
Yeah,
Yes.
of course,
Right?
yeah.
So it doesn't mean that everybody in Melbourne is actually walking off with a citizenship, no, right? Yes, they've got their temporary PRs and all that stuff, but it's an opportunity because why are people flying out of Sri Lanka? Why are people going to Australia? Because they feel life is better there. They feel the system is better there, right? But again, going back to individuals who actually flown out of Sri Lanka, right, thinking that the grass is always green on the other side, don't realize how green it is till they actually get there.
Oh,
Yep,
yes.
It's not a cushy. It's not cushy until you
It's
settle
not
down.
easy because you don't have a support system. You have to do everything on your own, right? Here, in case of an emergency, you
next
can-
to bug is there.
Exactly, right?
Seriously.
Unless we promote marriages.
Why?
ඇවිල්ලා අපේ කෙල්ල වදින්න අපේ
නෑ,
කෙල්ල
ඕනේ.
පොළොව
My
පොළොව.
goodness, I mean, that is a bigger soup, no? You might as well live alone. But I do understand that, right? So there are so many people. Everybody's in Dubai.
Going,
You
yeah.
walk in Dubai, they call you by your name, and you're like, oh, hello, you're also here.
yeah.
Oh, the other one is also here. But from their lodging to their transportation to the times they work, it's tough
Yeah,
until
my
they
God,
actually get a job enough to be cushy
Yeah,
and be
That's
okay
true.
about it.
We were actually having this conversation just a few days ago, and we're talking about the individuals who've decided to leave Sri Lanka, but now a fair amount of them actually want to come back. They want to come back.
Yes,
right?
and some have.
Some have come back. I said, just think about this, right? Now you are going abroad, right? Why are you going abroad? You think the grass is greener on the other side.
Yeah.
You're going abroad and you are going to work. Who are you working for? Somebody else. So what you are is actually, depending on the company you're working, depending on the designation, you are actually a glorified laborer.
Absolutely.
That is what you are.
Eating fresh
You are a
food.
glorified, because what are you doing? You're going there to work. You're going there to earn money for yourself.
And it could
right?
be any
And
job,
not
the
one
banker
job
is not a
also.
banker.
No.
And not one job also.
No.
Job තුන හතරක්
Yeah, and the
කරනවා,
banker
මේ
is
පව්.
not a banker.
Yeah.
The tea person is not a tea whatever, right? They,
Do everything
Yeah,
by
it
It
themselves.
is, and also at the end of the day, right? Like I said, a glorified laborer, right? But here you can also state the fact that you are going to obviously work for somebody else, but you have a support system. You have a social life. At the end of the day, you are where you belong.
yeah.
If you are in a different country, you don't belong there. That's the
You
You
literally are
al-
going just
Yeah,
another
you will
visitor
always
working.
be that outsider.
Yes,
Yeah,
you will always be that
outsider.
third-class citizen.
Yeah,
That is what you
absolutely.
are, right? It's not the fact that we are telling people
Don't
not to
go, don't go. Yeah,
right?
please go,
Yeah.
please
no,
go.
No, don't, no, we are not saying please go either,
Yeah.
right? We are having
If
a
you
bit
want
of-
to go, go.
Yeah, right? But at the end of the day,
Yeah.
think
And
of
what
all
makes
the
it even
options.
worse is, are you from India?
Yeah, that's also true.
Yeah. That's the true. That's the true.
But it's not
Dubai
easy. It's not, I mean, like clearly, lots of them obviously have different. Everybody, you can't sort of generalize everyone, right? Everyone has their own reasons to actually fly out
Yeah,
of
that's
Sri
true,
Lanka.
that's true.
Then some of
And
them
to each their own, I
to
suppose.
each their
of
own,
course.
I suppose, right?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
then it's a different ball game altogether. But it's not rosy, guys. It really is not rosy, and you have to go there, and you have to basically speak to individuals. And one thing though, everybody who is abroad, right, will never talk about their hardships.
No, it's all the. But on Instagram, it's all near Burj Khalifa.
Yeah.
And the sprinkle is on the head.
And the worst, and the worst thing is when you post up something here.
Yeah.
When you post up something, having a fun here with your family or with your friends or whatever, immediately they'll send you, messages on Instagram and private message. So jealous, man. What do you mean so jealous?
Yeah. Hello.
කවුද කිව්වේ යන්නේ කියලා?
Aren't you the one walking in the yard of tulips?
Yeah,
I am here sitting on a having a drink.
This is the backdrop. But different story
Yeah,
for
yeah.
different people. Of course, if it makes sense, it makes sense.
Like I said, to each
but
their
it
own.
really is not easy. Okay, moving on. Next one. Police express concern over speeding, drunken driving vehicles during big match vehicle parades.
බලන්න ඒ ෆ්ලෑග් එක දාන එක හරිද මං අහන්නේ. Not
මොකක්ද
nice,
ෆ්ලෑග්
no.
එක රොයල්?
Yeah. Now the thing is, no, so Christian, what are the parades that you all have before the big match?
We have the 50 over now. Big match එකට අපේ ඉස්සර grand යන්නේ නැහැ.
Like
50 over the
no
big-
cycle parade, no car parade, none of that
The
happens.
50 overs.
So 50, මොකක්ද වෙන්නේ 50 overs?
50 overs, we start the vehicle parade from school.
Right.
I think all these
For the 50, yeah?
50, yeah, 50 years. So all the buses, the trucks, everything ගිහලා ගිය පාර අපේ කොල්ලගේ යාළුවගේ වාහන තුනක් එක දිගට යන ගත්තා.
Ah.
බෆර් ඔක්කොම මෙහෙම ආවේ එළියට.
අයියෝ.
ඒ ඉතින් ඌ drive කරන්න ගිහිල්ලා. So the parade ends up at the grounds.
Right.
The grounds. එල්ල වටේ යනවා ඉතින්. එහෙම ගිහලා ඉතින් අපේ trucking උත් we don't encourage much. No trucking මේ ස්කූල් වලට පයින් එක. ඉස්සර නම්
But you all do, no?
අපේ කාර්ය නම් සෑහෙන්න කරා.
ඔව් දැන් කරන්නේ නැද්ද?
දැන් එච්චර දැන් ඔය මේ රොයල් වගේ එහෙම යන්නේ නැහැ.
It's
We
a
don't
tradition, no?
It is a
Whatever,
tra-
for example,
yeah.
St. Thomas's has a cycle parade.
Yeah.
Right?
It's tradition, tradition.
It's a tradition, right? Now there is obviously the trucking is also is a tradition. Royal does trucking, right? And I mean vehicle parades are done by a fair amount of schools out there, right? Obviously you display your flag, you parade your school, and there's music,
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
fun. It's fun, it's
Yeah.
tradition, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But I
now-
suppose
now
it's just
දැන්
taken
අපේ-
out
අපේ
of.
නීති වැඩි. Who is smart වුණොත් එහෙම it's the kid has to undergo a lot of consequences. So ඒ කාලෙත් ඒවා තිබ්බා. ඒ වුණාට ඒ කාලෙත් අපි ඒවා කරා.
Oh, with
හරි?
or without consequences, we
With or
did, no? Yeah, that's
consequences, we
true.
did that.
Yeah.
ගිහිල්ලා ඉතින් පයින්නවා ගේට් උදින් බ්‍රිජස් වල එහෙම පයින්නවා. පැනලා ගිහිල්ලා ඉස්සෙල්ලා
පයින්නවා තමයි. ඔව්, ඔව්,
සමහරක්
ඔව්.
උන් දන්නේ නැතුව ගිහිල්ලා පාලරේකට රින් ගන්න සිස්ටර්ලා බලන්න පාලරේ උන් දන්නේ ඉස්කෝලේ තියෙන අනිත් පැත්තේ කියලා එහෙමත් වෙනවා ඉතින් හරිද එහෙමත්
Sisters must be pleasantly surprised.
No, but
All Catholic nuns, no?
I think that message that came out from the police media spokesperson
Yeah.
is the fact that yes, trucking and school cycle parades and car parades
No,
actually
Shaq, the
do
thing
happen.
is, what he say, I don't know. Now, first of all, whether he was a AI generated because that you. Did you
Yeah,
hear that?
he was fabulous.
His voice was like, dude.
He's fabulous.
Is he talking or what? Was it an AI cover?
No, it's him for
It's
sure.
him?
It's him for sure.
It's him?
Yeah.
My God, that-
and that's the first time I've actually seen a police officer speaking
so fluently.
spick and span.
Proper, as
Exactly.
in-
Very good.
Yeah.
That was lovely to listen to.
Kudos.
Yeah. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
for a moment, man, then told the balang, hang on,
Yeah.
can this be AI?
No.
But lovely, no?
Yeah,
well
very
spoken,
nice
well spoken.
voice.
And the thing is,
Very-
he's actually also explaining it very well to all the
Yeah,
school
yeah,
kids out
yeah,
there,
yeah.
right? Have fun, that's fine, no problem, but have responsible fun.
නෑ උතන වැඩේශක් අපි යන හින්දා දන්නවා right now there are these 40 foot containers තියෙන්නේ ඕකේ මේක ගේනවා trailer එක
Yo, I've seen that.
trailer එක ගෙනල්ලා දැන් ඕකේ ළමයි පටව ගන්නවා
Oh.
there is not even a place for them to hold
Yeah.
හරි ඔතනින් වැටෙනවා කියන්නේ ෂැක් අඩි 15ක් විතරනේ
Now, don't you
Right?
think that is a school's responsibility?
Exactly it is, right? It's very dangerous. I mean, for the sake, for glory of God, nothing has happened, right? But imagine මු බ්‍රේක් පාරක් ගහලා කවුරු එක්ක මෙයා කරලා පොඩි එකෙක් වැටුනොත් එහෙම
Yeah.
you're going to, I mean, that fall වැරදි තැනක් වැදුනොත් චාක බ්ලාස්ට් තමයි.
Yeah.
Right? Because the trailer itself is about 4-5 feet, is falling from even a higher this thing, and බිමට ඔළුව වැටුනොත් ඉවරයි.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? ඒවයි and then ඔය දොරවල් වල නම් ඉඳගෙන යන එක customary, right? So there are actually dangers in doing that.
But the thing is this, right? Okay, now this is something that I see in Sri Lanka on a regular basis, okay? When it comes to Vesak, right? You see all the vehicles that actually come down to Colombo, right?
Yeah.
And all these vehicles that come down to Colombo are vehicles from outstation.
And packed.
And they are packed,
Yeah.
and they are basically packed in different ways.
Yeah.
People are sitting on the roof.
Roof,
People
yeah.
are
Ara pole
basically-
patola wage.
exactly.
Yeah.
And have you seen there are
Yeah.
certain vehicles also, right, which they come in lorries. The back of the lorry, the entire sofa set is there.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah, yeah.
yes.
Sofa
No,
ඔක්කොම
අර ගෙදර
දාගෙන
sofa.
ඉන්නේ.
Exactly.
ඔක්කොම දාගෙන ඉන්නේ. Yeah, yeah.
Everybody sitting there
Yeah.
and
Like watching TV.
Watching TV.
But they all those safety precautions are taken, most of them.
මොන safety precautions there?
ඔය ඩීමෝ බට්ටගේ පිටිපස්සේ ලෝඩ් කරගෙන එන්නේ. But you know the guy who's at least driving is පොඩ්ඩක් හිමීට අර මේවා කරන්න
But
නැතුව
the thing is, question is, how can the rules and regulations of the traffic system change for those 3 days?
Yeah, true.
Right?
True.
I mean, because at the end of the day, you also, for example,
That is also dangerous
you also
driving,
see
yeah.
now, you also see some SUVs,
Yeah.
right? You see kids standing through the sunroof.
Yeah.
You know, now will that happen? Is that okay on a normal day? Why is it not okay on a normal day? It's okay on those 3 days. Likewise, during the car parades, right? For big match car parades, kids are basically, like you said, they're sitting on the window sill, right, of vehicles and holding the flag, and obviously sometimes they drive really fast, right? But cops do turn a blind eye. You know what I'm saying, right? So again,
I think at least those basic things they should stop. These are local trailers වල දාගෙන යන එක. That is really dangerous. That is, you know.
No one is saying.
You're just standing on your feet, no?
Yeah, that's true.
Some sway is enough for rottamaati.
No one is saying don't have fun.
Yeah.
No one is saying don't basically do these things. But I suppose at the end of the day, if these are regulations or traffic violations, why are you violating it? You're violating it because you know that you can get away with it. You understand? Especially matches, especially schools, right? Because it's a given that it's done. So in the face of tradition all the time, you keep doing this. Is a different story, right?
No, and the other thing is that times have changed, no? Right? Then we are අපි දැන් match එකට ගියාම podium බීලා ඉන්නවා දැක්කම, right? But at the end of the day, when I was at that age, I also did the same thing.
Right, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
කවුරු හරි එකෙක් ගාවට අපිට ඔහොම මේවා දීලා මේවා කරන්න තිබ්බේ නැහැ. කවුරු හරි අඳුරන අය කෙනෙක් ඒ වරේ මරේ එකක් දාගන්න පොඩි එකක් කියලා ඔහොම එහෙම දෙනවා. Right? But the thing now, Shaq, is you have to be very dangerous because of this thing called social media.
Yeah.
Right?
You'll be very careful.
You have to be very careful,
right.
because you know අපි බීලා මම කී දෙනෙක්ගේ අපේ බැච් එකේ උන්ගේ ඔළුවේ දෙහි ගාලා තියෙනවද මේ 8 9 පන්ති වල ඉන්නකොට. Right? Over around Facebook them
We didn't have the phone to do that.
We didn't have the phone to do that, no. But nowadays, the moment something goes, then you know the entire responsibility come to the school.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you all have organized. You all have been 28-year-old buggers drinking inside the matches. What are you all doing? So you got to be schools have to be very careful.
Yeah.
They have to be very careful. You know, think twice, thrice before doing all this. So organizing a match and getting it, getting through that one day is not a.
And I think also the fact that trying to excuse and go on that, but it's a tradition, I think that is not going to fly anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not in this day and age, it's a tradition. That's what they do. Yeah. That's what happens. It's a tradition. But thing is, things have obviously changed from that point onwards. And the generation has also changed. Right?
And the type of fun they have now is very quite different.
It's different.
School to pine වැඩෙත් හැන්නට කමන්නේ. Right? ගිහිල්ලා අර chant එක where we come from 66 රවල් කමන්නේ. දේපල හානි කරන්න නැතුව රටවල් කඩන්න නැතුව. නෑ කරලා තිබ්බ. There was one post HFC එකේ අර පැත්ත retreat road එකේ. retreat road එකේ මුළු වැටම කඩලා දාලා. ඒ පැත්තෙන් කරන්න. So those are things that these kids should be taught, you have to be thinking about where you come from, who you are representing, right? Have fun, but don't make it harmful to other people.
That's also true.
You don't do that. That's not accepted.
Anyway, right, 79 Bradby Shield dates are confirmed. This is the next big one, ladies and gentlemen, that is happening.
Nice. I shall be going definitely for that one.
Yeah, it's a big deal, though. What are the dates, though?
Dates? No?
What are the dates?
අපිට කුතුහලයක් ඇති කරා විතරයි. අපිට නෙමෙයි ඇන්ඩිට.
Dates.
I will find them out eventually. Somebody will tell me, no?
August 23rd.
I have time.
August 23rd, right? At the Trinity College, the first leg is at Trinity, August 23rd, and the second, sorry, what? September 6th.
It's Colombo.
It's Colombo, yeah.
Right.
So, gonna be big.
September 60 days then.
Yeah, September 60 days, yeah. So there you go. That's the Bradby. Dates are confirmed, and that's another big event as far as Sri Lanka schools are concerned, right after the big matches. I think in about a month and a half, the rugby season actually starts. and that's going to be also going to be very thrilling with all the schools. And there's so much anticipation, there's so much support for schools rugby than any other sport in Sri Lanka. Not even cricket, not even cricket, right? There is so much backing for schools rugby than any other school sport in Sri Lanka, and the amount of money that gets invested in schools rugby is colossal. The bigger the school you are, the more money that's been invested, and more old boys obviously be a part of the whole scheme. More sponsors come on board, and it's great. I mean, schools rugby has always been superbly contested, and it's always been great. And again, looking forward to the season. I think it's another, about a month and a half. Hamad, when does the season start? Month and a half? In April is next month, man.
Maasayakin wage.
Right. Yeah, well,
A few weeks.
a few weeks in 2025.
Confectionery lamai. Conventionary.
All right. Next one. What do we have? Oh, we're done. We're done.
Nice.
All right.
That went fast, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it did. So,
Here
we are.
Right,
Game night,
right.
ladies and gentlemen.
Anna here.
Much
Yeah.
look forward to game night.
Oh gosh.
Okay. Again,
Okay.
6 questions as usual.
අපි කිව්ව විදිහට හැදුවද ඕක?
Appearing on screen.
No.
Each with the 4 answers, A, B, C, D. Each of you have 15 seconds to choose the correct answer. We will
For
not
each
wait for
question.
15 seconds.
No, we will answer the first. Just randomly answer the question.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
හරි.
Okay.
Up next.
ගන්න.
First question. What
26.
value
What? A.
sum of first 5 prime numbers? Oh my god.
26.
I don't know. A. I think.
I'm just saying 28.
I don't know.
Oh, what a guess! What a guess! What a guess!
I actually read the question but I didn't understand.
I was like,
We know. You only go for the answers, you don't need the
Answers,
question.
yeah.
if it is a math question, please put in
නෑ,
Sinhala
මගේ
because I
පන්තියේ-
studied in Sinhala,
මගේ
not in
පන්ති-
English.
මගේ පන්තියේ නම්බරේ.
Okay, next one.
Okay.
What is the name of Michelle Obama's 2018 memoir? B. That's right, Becoming.
මමත් බී කිව්වේ.
No, because I read it.
It's a good one.
It's a good one.
It's a good one. Becoming.
Yes, 10 points for book
Yeah, well done,
questions.
well done, well done.
අන්න එහෙම දාන්නකො පොඩ්ඩක්.
ඔව්.
All right, next one.
Okay.
When is
May 14th.
May 4th.
A. What 14
May
mean A?
මගේ මේ 4
Ah,
හරි හරි.
May-
මම කිව්වේ I
May
said
14th.
I said
May 14th.
right.
It's
නෑ
not
නෑ I
May the
said
14th.
there is no other May in that no.
No, එහෙම
No, ඒක
බෑ.
මට ඒක මට.
එහෙම බෑ, එහෙම
ඒක
බෑ,
මට.
එහෙම බෑ. May the
මේ එක එක දැක්කේ නෑ
May the 14th be with you.
May the 14th, May the 14th be with you.
May.
So what do we do?
Half point.
Are we giving Christian or what?
Yeah, මට. There is no other May in that no.
Nah, how much is no?
හා?
How much?
අඩ.
ෆෝටෝ කිසි ගන්න බා. සරප්පුවක් කිසි ගන්න.
හිටපන්කෝ ෂෝ එක ඉවරනකම්.
ඔයාලට මට කිසි මගේ සරප්පුව ඕනේද?
I am ready for the Isipagala St. Joseph's rugby match now.
එන්න වැඩේ මේ AC පොඩ්ඩක් අඩු කරන්න රස්නේ.
All right, next one. What do we have? Who is the oldest Kardashian? Courtney.
A. That's a little.
This is
That's a
Kardashians.
little
I mean,
weird.
Kardashians. The
Shaq?
Kardashians,
No,
right?
but. No, but.
Christian Neil.
Courtney?
Yeah.
Mr. Shaq.
Everyone thought it's Kim.
How many?
No.
3 girls no?
4.
4.
4 with the mother.
With the mother 7.
With the mother into 2 is then 14.
Yeah, mother or father, we are still not too sure.
Yes. 2 ladies and the 4 daughters.
ඇඟ ගිහිල්ලා ඉවරලා විනාඩි 2කට විතර පස්සේ තමයි පිටිපස්සේ.
තමයි වාසනාව. You can sit and go.
Right.
Okay. What do we
finish
have
that.
next? This is Yemen.
I said that.
Yeah,
I actually
so-
Christian, I had no clue.
Christian.
තා පොඩ්ඩකින් ඉසිපතන කියනවා මම. Right, okay.
Next one. Last question. Where do we stand, man? Where do we stand?
1
You are winning.
3-1-1.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep quiet then.
Okay.
Last question. What does the Gen Z slang word no cap mean?
Confirm.
A.
Confirm.
Gossip? Confirm?
C.
I say
C. Confirm. I said confirm.
I say B.
I think A. For real? No cap? Anna, Yanna sir. Oh, Yanna with
That was just
what is that?
That was a guess.
Yeah, the first and the fourth guess.
That was the first and the fourth guess.
Gosh.
Superb guesses. Superb
No
guesses.
cap. Here you have
What
teenage
is wrong
children
with
now.
these Gen Zs?
Does your Baba say this?
How is the punishment? Pretend. Who is the punishment?
Anna, tell that for Christiana.
Wow.
Yeah, last time I talked sexy. All my exes cringed.
Pretend you're on Vogue and share your skincare routine.
Moisturize. 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 I'm done. I'm done. Okay. Can I do my skincare routine? I wake up in the morning. I wash my face with lukewarm water and then I moisturize. Moisturize.
දැන් මම කරන්නත් ඕනේ.
Oh! ඔයාපට වැඩිපුර කරන්න ඉතින්.
මම moisturize කරනවා.
මගේ සුමුදු පැහැපත් ගලේ රහස
ගාලේ රහස.
උදේ හවස පොල් මුඩ්ඩෙන් සුදු.
ඇතිල්ලි.
Anyway.
Very bad.
Thank you very much. Another fabulous show coming to an end, and this is Good Night Sri Lanka. Before we actually do go, let's just once again remind you how you can follow us. There you go on your screen, on Facebook, on Instagram, and of course also on YouTube. You can follow us, and like to remind you once again, a chance for you to walk off with 2 5,000 rupee vouchers courtesy of Barista for our first milestone of surpassing 1,000 followers. And I think last week we left you with less than 1,000. I think less than for sure. We didn't hit 1,000 last week.
We did. We did. 1,056
Oh,
or
right.
1,070 or something.
Yeah, so we're at 1,180. Thank you so much. And this is what you need to do. We will turn the camera over to Andy, and Andy will let you know exactly how you are going to walk off with these 2 5,000 rupee vouchers.
ඇන්ඩි හරියට කියන්න.
You gotta follow us. Tag a friend. You gotta follow us. Like the post. Tag a friend. Share it on your story and tag PodHub and the friend you want to go coffee with. It could be one of the three of us.
Yeah.
And you will know next week who the winner is.
හරිද කිව්වා? පොඩ්ඩක් confusing නේ.
Confusing නං ආයෙත් බලන්න. ඒක හරි යනවා. Don't worry. You got this, people. You got this.
You got this, Andy.
You got this. You got this. You got this. You got this.
Andy, you got this. You got this.
But if anybody wins after these instructions, that's the winner. That is truly the winner.
All right, guys, thank you so much for being a part of the show. We'll catch up with you once again next Friday night at 7 p.m. on our platforms on Facebook and on YouTube. Till then, have yourself a wonderful weekend. Take care of yourselves, and we shall speak to you next Friday. Good night, Sri Lanka.
Bye.
Bye.